Welcome to the Moraine Historical Minute. Hi, I am Dave Miller from the city of Moraine. Moraine is rich in history. Today we look at Moraine's involvement in the 1974 Xenia Tornado disaster. Well, Wednesday, April 3rd, 1974 will never be forgotten in the Dayton area. That was the day of the great tornado super outbreak across the east central United States that spawned an incredible 148 tornadoes in a 24-hour period. And sadly, it killed 319 people, including the deadly tornado that ravaged Xenia, Ohio. A total of 34 people were killed and 1,150 were injured in Xenia, with $100 million in property damage in less than 10 minutes. The huge F5 tornado destroyed 1/4 of the city of Xenia and caused severe damage to another 1/4 of the city. It was considered the worst of the 148 storms that hit that day. The year 2024 will mark the 50th anniversary of this tragic event. But way back then, I was 19 years old and working as a recreation leader for the Moraine Park and Recreation Department at Moraine Meadows Elementary School after-school recreation program. I remember that day, I stood outside the school and I looked east at the swirling skies that turned incredibly dark around 4:25 p.m. And that was about 5 minutes before the tornado struck Xenia. The tornado entered western Xenia and completely flattened the Windsor Park and Arrowhead subdivisions, then lifted up and blew over several railroad cars that it entered downtown and destroyed most of the downtown area. The tornado moved northeast and it destroyed apartments, businesses, homes, churches, and Xenia High School. The tornado lifted up a bus and dropped it on the stage inside the school where students had been practicing for a play just minutes before. So the next day, because this tornado, I was young and it really kind of hit me hard, all the devastation to our area. So on the next day, which was Thursday, April 4th, both myself and fellow city worker Steve Ward made up flyers that we passed throughout the Moraine Meadows Elementary School for the kids to take home to the parents, and then the residents were able to donate canned goods and clothing for the Xenia victims. The following day, which was a day and a half after the tornado hit, the parents and children dropped off all these donations at the school, and we filled up 2 City of Moraine dump trucks plus my small car. Our 3-vehicle caravan drove to Xenia. We passed through the National Guard checkpoint and dropped off the supplies at Cox Elementary School. I then drove throughout the ruined city and took hundreds of photos and also some Super 8 film footage. The photos shown today that you're looking at are photos I took 49 years ago. And by the way, don't be fooled that Moraine will never be hit by a tornado. Ohio averages 19 tornadoes per year, with peak tornado season in Ohio from April through July. And that wraps up our quick look at Moraine's involvement in the 1974 Xenia tornado disaster. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Moraine Historical Minute.